Well, you know, I used to do a lot of stand-up comedy. And then I had a thing doctors call ego death. And then I started writing short stories. And I gotta tell you, it's a better thing to do. I write a lot of important work. I think it's good for people to hear. And it's more than just opinions, you know, it's like truth. It's like poetry, but also it's prose. It's kind of a couple things. It's a great thing to do. So I'm going to read you guys some of my important short stories. Don't worry about laughing. You've done enough. All of us. We don't need to laugh anymore. I'm done doing it. I'm going to start frowning. So just close your eyes even, listen to these beautiful tales. I'm going to be out of here before you know it. And you'll leave enriched by my deep inner personal truths. So let's get into it. Story number 1. Okay, here it goes. This is called the sex tree. There's a secret tree in the forest behind your house. This tree is called the sex tree because it's the only tree ever that enjoys having consensual sex. It can do doggy, missionary, anything as long as it's the one getting it. Yeah. It didn't hurt anybody and everybody was over 18, even the tree. Not like super old, because I understand that's also kind of weird. Anyway. Anyway, all the nuns in the convent heard about the tree when the priests were bragging about it. Yeah, I put my thing in the tree, the big priest said to the little priest. Felt great, no splinters. Now my thing smells like a desk. I'm going to do it again Friday after the big priest meeting. The little priest said, oh, neat. But the nuns listening through the door with a cup got all hot in their torsos. A tree that has sex? Oh, we can't have sex. But now trees? Come on! So that's when all the nuns went to the big box hardware store to buy axes. The helpful store clerk tried to get them to buy hatchets, but no, they were like, no, sir, we want axes. Oh, okay, the clerk said, whatever. That'll be $20. Now all the nuns had access, but where to find the sex tree? Just follow your nose, said the helpful store clerk. The biggest nun took a big sniff and smelled it. Condoms and sawdust. This way! The nuns marched into the forest, sniffing hard and barking like excited dogs. Woof, woof. They found the tree all right, and they wanted to chop, chop. Well, it wasn't that easy. That's right. There was a line. Hey, no cutting, said the little priest from earlier in the story. Yeah, he got horny for tree, you bet. Well, if you can say one thing about nuns, they know how to follow the rules. They stood in line for 2 hours, checking their watches, sighing really loud. The whole deal. The villagers got behind them in line. They were all like, wow, these nuns really want to fuck that tree. Finally, it was their turn. "Oh, yours," the last guy said, wiping splinters off of his forehead. The tree was big, and it had a hole in it, like we would hide a pocket watch or gum or spelling bee medal to befriend your children friends. Fucking weirdo blue rat. Well, the nuns got their axes ready, and the meanest nun swung the blade right into the tree. Oh, fuck! Screamed the tree. Yeah, it turns out the tree wasn't a tree at all, but a man in a tree costume. This isn't a tree at all, it's a man in a tree costume. And this gun just fucking repeated. Shh, said the tree man, not so loud. You'll spoil all the fun. He winked. It was then the nuns realized who it was. Yep, it was Big Priest from earlier in the story. I guess the story kind of came full circle. Anyway, the nuns didn't care because they believed in God and axes, so they chopped the man into logs. Ah! Ah! The Big Priest screamed, and all the horny tree lovers waiting in line got sad because now the sex tree was dead. They tried to get refunds, but they couldn't because of a clause in the sex tree contract. The fine print, buddy. And this is why priests aren't allowed to have sex anymore, and why it's never been a problem ever. The end.